boosting the resilience of the agriculture sector to climate change, making Jamaica's pork industry sustainable, and encouraging the little ones to model good behavior. Those things and more are on the to-do list of Jamaica Magazine for today, Friday, June 17. Thanks for joining us. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Let's get the ball rolling.
Wait, hold on. Colin, hey, what go on? You know, say, I'm on my way to go look about the farm work program. Aye, I love to do the farm work program there, you know. But remember, I serve a 5-year prison sentence for a minor crime. Them can clear it, you know.
Yes, Colin can get his record expunged. Expungement is having a conviction removed from your criminal record after certain specifications have been met. Visit the Criminal and Civil Justice Division in the Ministry of Justice for more information.
Good day, I'm Tamara McHale and this is your GIS News for Friday, June 17. Government is moving ahead with plans to develop the Southern Coastal Highway project.
We took a second look at the project, rescoped it to ensure that the benefit is maximized. At no time was there ever any consideration of putting this project on hold or depriving the people of St. Thomas and Port Antonio of this much needed investment.
During a press briefing at Jamaica House yesterday, the Prime Minister revealed that the $384 million project would be largely funded by a loan from the Exim Bank of China, with Jamaica contributing $57 million. The project includes 4 lanes of highway from Harbour View to Bull Bay, which will not be subject to a toll. A truck lane will be added to the upgraded Bull Bay to Morant Bay roadway, and the road from Morant Bay to Port Antonio and from Morant Bay to Cedar Valley will also be improved.
We believe this is a far more cost-effective plan, as it will reduce the need for massive land acquisition. In fact, under the former plan, there would be a cost of approximately $120 million to acquire land and US dollars to acquire land and other civil infrastructure to establish a new road. It would also reduce the negative impact on communities and the environment.
The government will be extending the toll road from Maypen to Manchester on the East-West Highway 2000 section, and revenues to be generated from this will partially support loan repayment. In the meantime, the Prime Minister has also directed the National Road Construction Company to establish a toll road bypass for Montego Bay to help ease traffic congestion into the city. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is examining the structures of public buildings in the corporate area to assess whether value for money is being derived for government offices.
It is clear that the building infrastructure in Jamaica, particularly in Kingston, has reached a stage where the government has to create the atmosphere, create the regulatory environment, and give the necessary support for reinvestment in those buildings.
The Prime Minister was speaking Wednesday evening at the official dedication ceremony of the new Justice Complex. The new Justice Complex, which houses the offices of the Ministry of Justice, is based at 61 Constant Spring Road. The Ministry's previous Oxford Road offices were closed about 3 months ago due to air quality issues. The new location is a larger space that offers better access to members of the public. $60 million has been allocated for 99 parents' places across the island. These are centers with the necessary equipment and resources to get more parents involved in schools and help enhance their involvement in their children's lives. The Macaulay Primary School in Spanish Town, St. Catherine is the latest institution with a parents' place. It was opened on Wednesday by the Digicel Foundation in partnership with the Education Ministry.
This is another step in the right direction. It signals partnership. I'm sure that this is the first of much more that Digicel Foundation will be rolling out all across the island, because we hope that every school will have a place where parents can go, parents can learn, and parents can get directly involved in the lives of their children.
The parents are interested, the principal, the teachers are interested, and so it is a partnership across all of these groups to ensure that our children get the best chance ever to fulfill their potential.
The Parents' Place initiative is funded by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. The results of the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT, which were released earlier this week, will be available online to sending and receiving schools next week. Education Minister Ruel Reid made the announcement at Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing. He added that the ministry was looking to enable parents to access the results online starting next year. This, he said, would help to alleviate the anxiety associated with waiting for the results at the schools. 81% of students who sat this year's Grade 6 Achievement Test were placed in a school of their choice, an increase of 8% over last year. The results also show an increase in passes in 4 of the 5 subject areas. And finally, let's get together and feel all right is the theme for emancipation and independence celebrations this year, as Jamaica celebrates its 54th year of independence and 182 years since emancipation. The events, which culminate in the week of July 31 to August 6, will feature traditional events plus some new ones. Culture Minister Olivia Grange launched the celebrations Thursday night, saying the activities would be diverse, appealing, and attractive to all.
Every community, every corner, every street, every lane, every nook and cranny, as we'll say, of the island, and of course, those in the diaspora are expected to come alive and celebrate together as proud Jamaicans.
Among the new events will be a Reggae celebration as the nation anticipates our athletes' success in the Olympics, and a festival bandwagon show that will visit parishes across the island. Meanwhile, the fashion theme for this year is Wear It in Gold and Stripe It Bold. For more details on the celebrations and to register your events, contact the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission at 926-57269 or visit their website at jcdc.gov.jm. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thanks for watching.
A new government has been formed. Hear their plans as each minister shares their vision. Watch Issues and Answers this and every Sunday on this station to hear members of the cabinet talk about their portfolios and projections. That's Issues and Answers this and every Sunday for your one-on-one time with the ministers. That can easily change if we allow the cutting of trees, forest fires, animal grazing, crop cultivation, or improper dwellings to destroy our forest reserves. Help preserve Jamaica's flora and fauna. If you know or suspect that someone is hurting our forest reserves, call 1-888-FORESTS. Remember, protecting our forests means sustaining our lives.
Today's World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought is an observance spearheaded by the United Nations to highlight ways to prevent desertification and recover from drought. Desertification is the process by which fertile land becomes a desert due to drought, deforestation, or inappropriate agriculture. Now, drought is sometimes due to climate change, and here in Jamaica, government is working to make the agriculture sector resilient to the global phenomenon.
Climate change, defined as extended changes in weather patterns, continues to be a top priority for government.
The belief that climate change and environmental issues only affect some of us and is a problem for the distant future is a misconception. Climate change affects us all. When drought ravages our crops and there are outbreaks of bushfires, we all pay higher prices at the market.
And through the Office of the Prime Minister, stakeholders continue to boost Jamaica's response to climate change. One focus area, climate change and the agricultural sector. The agricultural sector is significant to Jamaica's economy, contributing over 6.5% to the country's gross domestic product. It also creates employment, feeds the nation, saves foreign exchange through the importation of less food items, and provides raw material to those in the agro-processing sector. Through the Jamaica Rural Economy and Ecosystems Adapting to Climate Change JAREACH 2 project, initiatives continue to help farmers mitigate against climate change so that the agricultural sector is not severely affected. The project is funded by the United States Agency for International Development and implemented by the Government of Jamaica.
USAID, through the JAREACH 2 project, will continue efforts to enhance Jamaica's adaptive capacity to climate change through the provision of increased access to information that aids decision-making.
And so JAREACH 2 is helping to strengthen the capacity of the Meteorological Service of Jamaica so they can provide extensive climate data to farmers through the Climate Smart Agricultural tool. Why? Some farmers in Jamaica depend on rainfall, and with a change in rainfall patterns, there has to be a change in farming practices.
Our Climate Smart tools will allow us to have longer lead time, like 3 to 6 months if we're looking at drought forecast. And it also allows us to look at forecasts at a community level, something that we never used to do before. And now we're doing this first in Jamaica and first in the region.
With that information, farmers can determine what to do, when to do it, where to do it, and in the case of crops, what types are more suitable for planting during a specific period.
We have a database now with over 600 farmers in there that will send them free text messages whenever there is a pending drought, whenever there is a flood.
So what has been the impact? A survey showed that farmers who received and used the information were better able to respond to recent drought conditions. For those who were not exposed to the information, their production was negatively impacted by about 72%.
Compared to a farmer who attended the Farmers Forum, was exposed to the drought tool, the impact on his production was just about 39%. So right away you see where the tool is actually working.
To strengthen the system, the Met Office is moving to collect more information to pass on to farmers.
So we intend to increase the number of weather stations, and this will increase the forecast that we have going out on a monthly basis.
A memorandum of understanding was signed in March 2016 to install 36 additional automated weather stations across the island. The $18 million project will benefit over 500 farmers under the JAREACH program. The stations will be managed by the Met Office, the National Irrigation Commission, and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority. So government, through a partnership with various stakeholders, is working to minimize the impact of climate change on the agricultural sector, collecting the information, passing it on to farmers, developing policies, and working to implement best practices that will benefit society.
There is no doubt that the future strategies to deal with climate change will depend upon sound knowledge of past and present climate in our nation and in our region. Together, we must all recommit to adapting to and mitigating the impacts of climate change.
For more information on Jamaica's climate, visit agrilinksja.com and jamaicaclimate.net.
We want a productive Jamaica. We all are productive Jamaicans. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity is the way to go for all us Jamaicans. Small business, big business, old and young, we are tell every woman and man. We want growth and prosperity for a better nation with a building plan. So we can build our product and sell our product and put more money in our hand. Our economy can rise to a level and build a better nation. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand.
Productivity, Pathway to Prosperity. A message brought to you by the Jamaica Productivity Center, a department of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
So we heard earlier about plans to make the agriculture sector resilient to climate change. We're going to make a slight detour to another aspect of agriculture, livestock, specifically pigs. Let's take a look at plans to sustain pork production through the piggery division of the Ebony Park Academy.
In 2012, government implemented a supply management regime to reduce the importation of pork meat. And today, the Ministry of Agriculture is reporting steady growth in the pork industry. Pork imports reduced by more than 38% at the end of 2014, coming from imports of over 3 million kilograms in 2011. The period also showed no imports of finished ham or pig parts for the production of ham. This has helped to secure the investments of local pig farmers. And to ensure that the local demand is satisfied, the Agriculture Ministry is assisting with the production of pigs through the piggery division of the Ebony Park Heart Academy in Clarendon. This state-of-the-art facility produces up to 125 pigs per month. Here, the selected breed of pig is raised in an air-conditioned like temperature.
The type of animals is a cross between a Yorkshire and a Landrace. And what happens, we get a F1. So all the animals inside here, they are F1 gills. And this area is a cool area because we have a cool cell system. It operates like the AC system with the fans that assist it to move cool air through the pen, and it cools down the animal because pigs normally operate best at temperatures of 55 degrees Celsius.
The breeding process is done through artificial insemination, and this is done twice daily. A number is then given to the animal to represent the time at which it was bred. And within approximately 4 months, piglets are born.
This genetics, it is favored by most persons because you get a large litter size and the growth rate is very high. So you have litter size up to 17, and within 6 month times you have pigs growing up to 100 pounds and probably over.
Special care is given to these little ones. Within 24 hours after birth, they are processed. Their needle-like teeth are clipped to prevent them from hurting each other and their mother during feeding. The tails are also clipped for safety reasons because you know they can easily pull on it or bite it during play. One aim of the facility is to produce infection and disease-free pigs. The males are also castrated to prevent breeding through natural contact. This piggery facility has 3 areas. First is the gestation or breeding area. 2 weeks before the gilts give birth, they are transferred to this section.
They spend normally 1 month around here, and when we wean the piglets, they go to the nursery area, and the sows go back to the gestation area to be bred again, and they normally come on to eat 5 to 7 days after they have been weaned or the piglets have been removed from them.
The last of the 3 areas is the nursery, and it does not have any cool cell system. The reason for this is to get the piglets adjusted to regular temperature in preparation for their transfer to other farms.
So when farmers buy them, they won't have any difficulty with them, or the animal won't be stressed, so they won't get slim or anything like that. And they normally spend 8 weeks here, and then they are shipped to other locations for fattening. Farmers buy them also for pig production.
The Ebony Park Heart Academy Piggery Division has been making a difference in the pig-pork industry, supplying farmers with improved breed stock, contributing to agriculture and the economic development of the country.
This helps to sustain the pig industry by providing farmers with a production line, so they can always come to Ebony Park and buy pigs. Oh, and the turnaround time is really quick, so they benefit from it, and the profitability is great.
Hola, me llamo Taje. Let's have fun at school this year. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. And let's learn new words like building, V-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. And vegetable yum yum. V-E-G-E-T-A-B-L-E. Adios, amigos.
While the little ones seek to have fun while learning at school, they also have to model good behavior. Schools, in partnership with various stakeholders, have long recognized that. So much so that one organization has formed a partnership with the Ministry of Education to reward those students who behave well.
Coming up in today's School Zone.
You are all here because you have been chosen by your principal as being the most disciplined class at your school.
Plus,
hello and welcome to In the Zone News.
When he was a cool young one, I worked in the colony.
There's a brown girl in the cha-la-la-la-la. She looks like a sugar in a plum, plum, plum.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mrs. Rice.
Ah, beautiful to have you here at Home Garden and Farm.
We're in the hills of cool Manchester, looking at a program that's rewarding fine conduct and discipline in schools using nature.
Here on the outdoors, looking on the beautiful landscape and landforms. What are landforms?
Landforms are the shapes or surfaces of the land.
With the confines of wood or concrete walled classrooms replaced by the open expanse of sky, trees, and nature's other little delights, these youngsters are enjoying a new learning experience.
Grab a book, something.
Pam's pet is a cat named Cindy. She has a long fluffy tail. It looks like a powder puff. She licks it every day to keep it clean.
It's an experience that pairs regular lessons with the teaching of positive values and nature excursions.
And remember what we say this is?
Cassava.
Right, it's cassava. And how many types of cassava are there?
Two.
Two types, namely?
Sweet
and bitter.
It's the brainchild of the owners and operators of the Home Garden and Farm Nature Park.
We selected 18 schools between Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. When they came here to the park, we had the welcome. We had them do an outdoor class session, which is away from their classroom. And this was done under observation, and they were graded according to certain criteria, measures. Some of which are whispering in class inappropriately, fighting in class, unattentive during class session, among other criteria. What they knew about was the fact that they were going to be observed in the class, but they were not aware that they were also going to be observed for the rest of the day.
Schools that score the highest are awarded with trophies and other prizes.
We are so elated, and it's all about discipline, and it shows that discipline and hard work can truly reap success.
The Ministry of Education is on board.
Because it would have impacted our students in schools, and especially in the area of discipline.
I want to find out from you, Rajni, what is it that you like so much about learning in this kind of environment?
Miss, it is fun, miss.
What makes it fun?
Miss, you do hard working.
Okay. What about you, Nordia? What do you like about this environment?
I think it helps you to express natural feelings and the environment and how you express yourself to be free around this type of environment.
They're not the only ones with high praises for the program.
I think it's a very good program to get involved in because we all have students who are disruptive, who are not well behaved, but honestly, when our students heard that there was a competition promoting discipline, everybody wanted to be the winner, right? Because we know everybody wants to win. So So we observed better behavior from the students. Some of them things that they used to do normally, they sort of cut down on it. It's not 100%, but improvement has been seen.
I learned discipline and to behave properly.
Practice good behavior and you'll reap good success. It's a problem-free philosophy.
Hello and welcome to In the Zone News. I am Mrs. Gibbon. Recently, many students helped to clean up their schools. It was planned by the Ministry of Education to destroy the mosquitoes that spread Zika. Let's hear from one student.
It's very important because we need to get away all the containers that hold water in it so that we can prevent the Zika mosquitoes from laying their eggs in the ponds or water, stuff like that, so that we can prevent ourselves from getting sick.
That's right, students. Prevent Zika. Keep your environment clean. And remember,
Practice good behavior and you'll reap good success.
Did you know climate change is decreasing the quality and quantity of water?
Climate change is expected to affect all aspects of food security, especially in the tropical region of which we are a part.
Climate change-related hazards such as prolonged droughts, more severe storms, and the overall irregularity of rainfall. These climatic stressors have resulted in a reduction of water in our rivers and watersheds.
youth, we are depending on you to spread the message of climate change and its impacts. Be a climate change agent in your home, school, or community. With climate change, we must change.
We've come to the end of Jamaica Magazine for this Friday. Thanks for spending time with us. Remember to keep up to date with the latest government information. Join us online, jis.gov.jm, our YouTube channel and social media platforms. You may also catch a new edition of Jamaica Magazine tomorrow on this station. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.